Heart to Heart with Mallory, and you chose it because you really like the series. Is this book easy, challenging, or just right for you?
It's just right. Like there's like a few pages that I can't, like there's some words that I don't know on some pages, but the rest I pretty much know.
Okay, so you're telling me that you know most of the words,
Yeah.
but every once in a while there's a word that you don't know. And are you able to solve those words usually?
Yeah.
Okay. What other things do you need to think about when you're choosing good fit books?
The iPick rule and 5-year rule.
Tell me about the iPick strategy.
I choose a book, purpose, interest, comprehend, and know.
So you have to think about your purpose for reading the book. Why do you want to read it?
Because I like the series.
Because you like the series. Yep. You have to think about, okay, am I interested in it? You know that you are because you've read lots of other books like it. And then you have to think about comprehend. Can you understand it when you read it? Do you remember the story?
Yeah.
Okay. What genre is this book?
Realistic fiction.
Why do you say realistic fiction?
Because it can happen in real life, but it's not true, so it's fiction.
Okay. Yeah, the story was made up, the characters are made up, but it's all possible that it could happen in real life. So realistic fiction. You want to go ahead and summarize what you've read so far?
Basically, Joey's dad and Marianne's mom. Marianne is Mallory's best friend, but she lives somewhere. I don't know where. They never said.
Like not in the same town as her?
Yeah, not in the same town.
Okay.
She was 3 hours away. And Mallory in the first book moved to Fern Falls, Richmond Road, and Mr. Winston, Joey's dad, is planning a Valentine's Day party at his house on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
And him and Winnie, his daughter, and Joey, and him went and visited Marianne and Fern Falls, Marianne's mom, because they're in love. And so they went to an amusement park without her, and Mallory got mad about it. So she's like not really talking to Joey that much anymore, and really talking to Mr. Winston and Winnie. And they're planning on getting Marianne a skateboard and a makeup kit for the Valentine's party, and Mary and Mallory's not really liking that idea, so she's mad at them for that too.
Okay. Hey, I need you to clarify some things for me, okay? Because I think you're understanding what you're reading, but the way you're summarizing it for me is kind of hard for me to understand, okay? So I'm going to ask you some questions. So there's Mallory, right? Okay. Where does she live again?
Fern Falls.
She lives in Fern Falls. Okay. And then you said she has this friend Joey.
Yeah.
Is Joey a boy or a girl?
Boy.
A boy. Okay. So then there's Joey. Okay. Where does he live?
He lives in Fern Falls.
Okay.
He's the next door.
So he lives right next door to Mallory. Okay. And then there's this friend, Marianne.
Yeah, she lives, I don't know where they said.
So, but she lives in another town or city. So we'll just right far away.
Far away the end of every after.
And then you were talking about some parents. Whose parents were you talking about?
Joey's dad and Marianne's mom.
Are dating,
Yes.
even though they live in separate cities.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got together for Mallory's birthday, I think it was.
Okay. So that means then, because now it's making more sense to me, so that means that Joey and Marianne are hanging out more together because their parents are dating, and then Mallory isn't hanging out with them. So she's starting to feel left out, right? That makes more sense to me. Okay, thank you. Will you go ahead and open up and I want you to read your very best. And I also want you to share your inner conversation with me, so the thinking that you're doing as you read. Okay?
A party. Saturday morning at my desk. It's 8:34. Dear Diary, I have 3 things to tell you. 1, I was not bitten by bedbugs. 2, I'm still going to the party tonight. 3, Marianne is at Joey's songwriting. I highly doubt that she's actually like writing songs with him, because Joey's not much of a songwriter. He's more like a tomboy person. He likes skateboarding, walking his dog, and stuff.
Okay. But does Marianne like writing songs?
Yeah, she does.
Okay. Good. So I hear you, or I think that you are definitely thinking about the characters, and you're thinking about their internal traits and their external traits, just like we've been doing in our reading lessons. So that's good.
8:47. Marianne is still at Joey's. 9:17. Still at Joey's. Still songwriting. 9:56. Marianne is still at Joey's. How long can it take to write a stupid song? Well, that's unbelievable. Dear Diary, Marianne is still at Joey's. Dun, dun, dun. This is getting ridiculous. It is also rude. Very rude. Marianne is a guest at my house, and she is spending all of her time next door. I'm going to call her and tell her to come home now. I'm giving her 3 minutes, and then I'm calling. 10:21. It's been 3 minutes. I'm going to give her 3 more minutes. Then I'm definitely calling. 10:24. 3 more minutes. That's it. Just 3 more minutes. I mean it. 10:27. 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. Then that's really it. 10:31. Dear Diary, it's been 4 minutes. I'm going to call now, but first I'm going to see if Mom or Dad or Max needs the phone. I don't want to be rude like some people.
Okay, I'm thinking right now, how does she really feel about calling her friend right now? Does she really want to call her friend right now?
Yeah, she's been waiting for her, but she's been songwriting. So
She kept saying though that she was going to call her friend,
yeah,
but then she never did. And then she'd say, well, in a little bit I'll do it. Well, in a little bit I'll do it. So did she really want to call her, or was she scared
I think she was probably scared to call her.
Because it's hard to confront someone with a problem, and it's hard to tell someone that you're upset with them, or that what they're doing is hurting your feelings. And so I bet she's scared to confront her friend and tell her that. I'm gonna have you stop there, okay? I noticed that you were sharing your inner conversation with me. I can tell that you're doing a lot of thinking in your head, and you're working on a lot of those things that we worked on in full group, like thinking about characters, and that sort of thing. And then you also did a really good job using expression and reading with expression and with emotion. Will you go ahead and summarize what you read for me just then?
Basically, Marianne went over to Joey's house to write a song, supposedly, and she was over there forever writing a song, and Mallory was like, this is taking forever. It doesn't take that long to write stupid songs. And so she's like, I'm gonna call her right now. And then it's just like 3 more minutes. And just 3 more minutes now. 3 more minutes. And then eventually, she's probably gonna end up calling, but she hasn't yet. And Seems like she's getting mad and she was scared to call.
Yeah. She probably is just really hurt that she's getting left out. And I don't think Joey and Marianne are probably meaning to leave her out and make her feel bad, but that's what's happening. So she just needs to let them know that's how it's making her feel. Alright, so let's look. Your last reading goal, it says Haley will do read to someone 10 to 15 minutes each day. She will practice having and sharing her inner conversation with her partner. Have you been working on that?
Yeah, pretty much ever since that last time.
Do you feel like you've gotten better at like having the inner conversation and sharing it then? Okay, I think so too because you did a really good job with that today. So you think you've met that goal? Okay, so then we need to think about a new reading goal, something else that we want to work at and get better at. You want to work at and get better at. What's something that you want to work on?
Like try to get in more chapter books every day. Cause like, if I have a hard child like a Mallory book, I'll just like be reading that all day. And then like if I don't, I'll just be like reading chapter books. Like cause sometimes I like find a chapter book and it sounds interesting, and I like read a page, but that page was just the one interesting page in that book that I could find, and it's supposedly it's like never that really good book. Like I had a
You mean like you start a book and you start it and it seems interesting, but then it doesn't really stay interesting?
like I say, I'm causing. I read like a page in the a random page in the book, and I opened it up and I read it, and I was like, this sounds interesting. So I took it back, and I started on the first page, and it's like, okay, and I was like, this is boring.
Okay.
So I ended up putting it away.
Okay. So you're saying you want to find more books that you're interested in and read them from the very beginning to the very end and try to not like abandon so many books? Okay. So we need to write this goal. We need to make it specific. And we need to make sure it's something we can keep track of. Is there like a certain number of books you want to read in a month or in a week or
Like maybe at least 2 chapter books a week,
okay.
and then 5 to 10 picture books.
Okay. So Haley will read, and I'm gonna say and finish, because that's what you really want to work on. You're saying like you're abandoning a lot of books, and you want to work on starting them and finishing them. So Haley will read and finish. What'd you say?
2 chapter books and 5 to 10 picture books.
2 chapter books a week. Jason, I need you to stop making those sounds. Read and finish 2 chapter books a week and about 5 to 10. Yeah, 5 to 10 picture books. And the picture book thing, probably not as important, since you're really wanting to work on reading those chapter books and finishing them, going all the way through them. But we can include that in the show. Okay, that sounds good. So you now are responsible for doing that. Okay. What's something though that you feel really good about already? You're proud of?
Like expression, like having some expression.
I think you did a really good job with that. Yeah. So when do you think you'll be done with this book by?
So, probably by the end of the week.
Okay. Do you have another book ready to go when you're done with that? Which one do you think you're gonna read next?
Probably
Waiting
for magic.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna, I don't know,
Yeah. you think that'll be interesting to you? Okay. Because maybe that's another thing you want to work on is just, okay, you know what you like, right? You know you like this. So now you probably just need to find books that are similar to this
Yeah.
so that you know
Like
you'll
Ginny B.
those too.
Jones, that would be realistic picture.
Mhm.
I've liked that series since kindergarten.
Okay. Alright. Alright. That was it. Thank you for coming to this. Alright.